Yeah, yeah, yeah.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
No, I'm finna get it now. Just got done with the guys.
For the defense there,
Okay.
they forced him to throw that one into coverage.
Yeah,
just like that.
you talking about the blue for the...
Down. Well done.
Yeah, okay.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's...
Oh, come on, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
2-yard line.
They'll come out on a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. The pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
To the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a run with Geis. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rpkillem. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. goes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Saints nothing. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Breeze now on 1st down. And double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And we will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Saints nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
At the 30-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. They're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
complete to Alvin Kamara.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
Two
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And there's Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
At the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Saints nothing.
Second and 12. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
Oh, shit.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's complete. And for the moment, this will be a first down. We have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punt team now.
Damn.
This one's sent away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, it wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, it's a big play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Oh, wow.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze now. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
How you missed that shit?
First down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Breeze to throw again. And that's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, Breeze again. fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays and only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, if you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And a first down, Chiefs.
First down, this is Geis. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last one got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
David Onyemata there on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he takes this into the end zone for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Saints 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. Again, it goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. This is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Alex Okafor showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Bree's going to throw. It's intercepted. Touchdown, Kansas City. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, rocking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Well, ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yo. Yeah, it's a glitch. I ain't gonna. I decline it. This game over with anyway, so if it mess up, that's game.
I don't think it's gonna mess up. I think it's a roll this time.
Huh?
Yeah, I got it. All right, thanks.
Yeah, this game, man. Feel me?
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
3 at the 29-yard line.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. To throw is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And Breeze is intercepted.
I think I'm calling myself a man.
Picked up at the 24. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And these guys have field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. For the start of the 3rd quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will make it into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
10 at their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, hello?
Your order from Grand Appliance and TV will be delivered on Thursday, November 19th, 2020 between an estimated window of 10:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. at the address of 340 East 38th Street. The pathway to your property must be clear of debris, and we ask that you provide a social distancing space of 6 feet for our crew members during delivery. Once again, your order from Grand Appliance will be delivered on Thursday, November 19th, 2020 between 10:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. at the address of 340 East 38th Street. To confirm the delivery, press 1.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Thank you for choosing Grand Appliance. Have a grand day.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Taken down at the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Geis. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Davenport there to take him down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
This is Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's Geis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to
2nd down and goal. Mahomes, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Butker now to add the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Breeze throwing on second down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now Breeze on third down. Left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Breeze.
Come on.
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Yo, it's a glitch. It might be I played a lot of games yesterday. That happened to me and Chill Fame too. Yeah, I thought you could play. That ain't got nothing to do with our game, cause it ain't no speed. It ain't got nothing to do with the game. You just can't play. No, it ain't got nothing to do with the game, Joe.
Now they can't even get a play off.
You throwing the ball, you throwing it to my hands. You can hit me. Come on, ain't no excuse. What's going on with you, kid?
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to try and go deep again. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Now he's able to get
Yeah, you weak, kid.
3-yard line. To start thinking of guys that are in the mix for defense.
Ain't got nothing to do with the game.
I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They run with Ben on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 38, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, You start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Hill, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Saints 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air it out deep for Thomas, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. As they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire deep for Riley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Chris Jones. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
The Saints 6-yard line.
Williams will try again. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 49, Saints 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down caused them a little bit, but showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now Breeze finding Kamara. That catch good for only a couple. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 56, Saints 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. That's incomplete. Another pick. My goodness.
Michael Thomas.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for the Saints' first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. His man, complete. Good pick up there, 26 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You know, we can help us out by narrowing it down so the diagnosis that's coming across were actually diagnoses as they need an emergency room.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Breeze. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He's here finding Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
okay.
And down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And once his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respect. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Returns. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game. They're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
And sometimes teams...
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alex Okafor. And his guys will...
Capture 3 months ago, and we're now across site.
Take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
14-yard line.
Previously documented to the front of our chart, to the home page, we saw this. So you immediately go to there and what has been component. And so it's really helped us.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stopped us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darlene, may I ask this? You could ask me about, and encourage the group about...
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
To be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
use that as ammo going.
Exactly. Take a great look at this stuff. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? We may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will greatly accept that offense. It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 for the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
That will take, but I am interested in qualitative feedback, even if it isn't patient by patient, particular evidence sources that you disagree with or are disagreeing with.
They might have did us. Trying to see. Trading. Oh, go to the trip. You gotta go to the shipment track now. I'm gonna send it to you. Huh?
So, as I think most of you are aware, one of the metrics that we use in the past is terms of e-console utilization, and we don't need to go back and review why that is. There are various reasons. We also have the flexibility in house for years. One of the things that has suggested is that we change that to something that is incentivizing
you can negotiate with Trey. You gon' have to pay for wait. Jugging on
one of the things that brought us
sometimes I need a bed. Take my energy to the point.
Not being labeled impatient, but once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous in words, such a force of nature.
virtual
I don't
access
wanna
to
seem a thug, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets Tel Aviv. Escape the destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that just make you wanna see you win. When you come up on it, just make sure you gotta fit. Sometimes you need a friend.
Moving those dollars over from
You
incentivizing
ain't gonna lie, but it's the truth and the numbers don't lie. Look for the root of all evil, you need to go open the ring, can't see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all time, but they never spend a day in the ring in the front line.
What we're asking today is just a general direction. Come back to you next month.
Pull up in the space, the roof, option on.
So you can see the
Wonder
details of how the
I've
dollars
been boom, came out of my mouth.
So, Andy, you want to go ahead and take this point?
I think what I would add is just, as far as paper performance dollars go, but at least from my standpoint, from both, I think, value-based care standpoint and just providing great care to patients right now during the pandemic, I just feel like, this initiative around disease management, really innovative models of virtual care is so important.
We did a lot for the wins.
Came in
the
all of our
now we on top once again. I had to tighten the plan. I got a break in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gonna drop if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pay for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. It's never felt like this. Suits in the hills, how I feel righteous. Lucy's for the meals, but it's just priceless. Lucy's can't tell what's for private. I might just double it up. Did it? I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business whole team.
We don't need approval, but we do need to definitely want to do that direction change with,
I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's like to the clip all in. I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my dance.
There's no negative feedback. I think you got a green light, Andy.
They wouldn't make me in.
So I would just say that for likely this plan would be to get it approved at a separate meeting in January. And so you might want to be thinking about getting started down the road of getting membership costs pretty nationwide potential. What we've learned since that time is that County Care does cover the cost of the blood pressure cups, but we also have this grant that we needed to spend those dollars, and those cups are Bluetooth enabled. I'm not sure most of County Care are Bluetooth enabled. I don't know one way or another, but clearly there are funds that are available. So what you might want to be doing between now and January 1st is reaching out to your patients again, particularly with the flare of the pandemic, in terms of offering to them would they like to get a home blood pressure cuff and be supported with your practice as far as self-monitoring.
Yeah, I would just add 2 things. One is that it's getting harder and harder to even find BP cups that don't have Bluetooth capabilities. So I'm almost positive, I can confirm this with Ted, but almost positive that County Care covers several BP cups that have Bluetooth technology. So that's, and it's actually pretty easy to get them approved, especially if you have the right pipeline with a PME vendor or your pharmacy. And then I think the other is one thing that I've learned over time with rolling out these change protocols and innovations that it's so important to find from your operations team and quality team. And so I think it's great that Amy Lucas from Erie, the COO there, is on calls with us, designing this model. She's given us excellent feedback in terms of the realistic implementation
Get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them ride.
And Bruce is asking if we get information as far as who's covered for blood pressure cups. I'm not so sure, for example, if you have a prenatal patient that doesn't have hypertension, but you're concerned about it, it's covered, not speaking to those details for you. The other thing I would mention is that if you're interested in doing it, is that each day can create toolkits. There are about 30 pages long, right? Which are diabetes and folks use them. There are scripts in there. There are education tools for your patients. There are for this as well. So we will send those out to the provider champions. Doesn't mean again you have to use them, but as a resource.
Yeah, you let me know when.
Andrea, you're on. Do you have any idea what's covered for what patients are covered for costs? I don't want to put you necessarily on the spot.
Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip.
Drop. Right. Okay, never mind. Thanks.
One thing that I would mention is that in our meeting on this topic, home BP monitors are recommended, and so I know are covered for patients with an established diagnosis of hypertension, but I do not believe that they're in general FDA approved or sort of recommended for establishing the diagnosis of hypertension. So that's an important distinction that we wouldn't necessarily give a home BP cup to all patients or patients who had one elevated BP reading. I do think to get them approved and get them in the hands of patients, it's important to really follow guidelines, be liberal about the diagnosis of hypertension though. So if your patients had, I do this all the time, if patients had 2 BP readings and the 130s over 80s, you might not be starting them on medication, but getting them the home BP cup so they can start the process of working on diet and exercise and really keep a close eye on the blood pressure.
Are the materials on the scripts available in multiple languages? Are they English? We can translate them.
That right now they're in English, so you have to translate the scripts into a different language.
Thank you. Anything else in virtual primary care?
I think that's it.
All right, and we'll move on to the quality subcommittee and the data change.
Steve, we're gonna, you might not have seen my text, so we've got ED utilization subcommittee.
I pulled up my own copy, sorry, I see that.
Okay, sorry. Elaine Anna. All right, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, can you hear me? All right, excellent. So we actually, this is what I found. We just met prior to the meeting. If they do have some discussion points and some updates and some recommendations, which is why we decided to go forward. And FYI, we actually met with pediatric subcommittee leadership. Prior to that, the subcommittee on pediatrics will also be working on some deliverables around this topic as well. Just an FYI, pediatric patient population that is of child, the school-going age, actually in Chicagoland, required to have an action plan for all schools. So although the sample data shows that our ED population within both pediatric and adults has a low anti-action plan on file, it was pointed out by one of the clinicians that it's possible that this manual review might have not picked up all of the action plans depending on where they're located in your EMRs, because it seems to be quite well updated on the pediatric side. As you can see, for the adult sample, which is a sample of the ED population, pediatric probably have presented for pediatric sample of 354 patients is 33%.
That was my thought. That it would be like it's like the flu.
Right, so I suggest Robbie, then they're so happy.
That's my action plan.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so chips. Can you just? Oh, wait a minute. What can I eat right now? Subway. Chicken, breast, wrap, no bread.
It's the education and medication adherence that seems to be the shoes that are very important in terms of moving and medication. thing in general practice of primary care, 93% of patients reported utilization that my action plan had improved the ability to manage their asthma. 78% found that it helped them prevent hospitalization admission. Finally, Gina is the guideline for asthma action plan. Also recommends utilization of asthma action plan. Typically, as terms come through on educating around medication adherence. The American Lung Association for adults and children also recommends if you have asthma, you should have an asthma action plan created for the patient population. There's steps to take to keep patients from utilizing university courses and other healthcare platforms, especially when asthma is getting worse. Next. Again, respiratory healthcare, Health Association for Adults and Teens, YF action plan, and we also recommendations. And overall, although literature does not say that asthma action plan as paper has pointed out by Luke and other council committee, the recommendation is that asthma action plans are important specifically when it comes to educating your asthma patients and medication adherence, and what to do in the cases where your asthma escalates and you take Next slide. Thank you. Now, political committee also stated to us that the patient population that you're looking at is a little bit different than overall Medicaid population that was benchmarked for asthma medication adherence. So we did pull the data, as you can see, for controlled substance utilization, both for pediatric and adult patients. Let's look at the last column for both these and adults. So those patients who had ED visits, there are over 75% medications on hand or at 15.7% adherence. Those patients who did not have ED visits is a little better, 25.1%, and overall that would be 23.4%. Now, Medicaid patient population was higher for that. Ashley, if you would pull up this number for the benchmark. There was something closer to 60%. For the adult patients, again, same thing, those who had ED visits, 27.9% medication on hand for 75% of their days on hand. And for those who did not have asthma visits, 37.3% with overall measure of 36.2%. So as you can see, no matter how we slice it or dice it, our patient population adherence to controlled substance to controller medication is much lower than the benchmark Medicaid population overall. Next slide. All right. And so I know that asthma action plans are not a popular idea for the clinical committee, and so we did come up with different recommendations to target specifically ED visit patient population. Also, probably in those reports that we'll be sending out to your clinics will be those patients who are not adhering to their controlled substance, the way we are thinking is that those patients who have ED asthma exacerbation visits will have reports sent to the clinic. Their managers will evaluate the need for PCT visits, review MHM Connect to see their compliance with their control medication, review EMR and see if they have an asthma action plan on file, outreach to patients to educate and coordinate with the PCT, and then give patients into PCT for creating an action plan with a plan to educate on the medication adherence as well as what you need to do when you're having an asthma exacerbation and when to reach out to the clinic versus to go to emergency room. That is our recommendation to the clinical committee. We will also come up with a benchmark, actual benchmark information that we'll be measuring for the next committee in terms of what is our reduction expectations for the ED these visits for this patient population, and also benchmarking for the controller inhaler edema.
Thank you, Dr. Trump. That's really helpful. It's a nice overview. You don't want to just control substance controllers.
So Steve, it's Tina. One of the things that was discussed by some of the care management leads from the committee also, which I thought was a great idea, something very consistent to what we've been talking about amongst the MHM staff is also, we have this listed as care managers. We think, this is a really good opportunity with some really good training, of our care coordinators to take over some of these roles, very similar, to how we use folks in the behavioral health care coordinator role as well. So we'll definitely be talking about that and, hopefully be reaching out to some of the care management leads, perhaps those that are sitting on this subcommittee to discuss how, we can, essentially, pull that off.
Yeah. The other one more other thing that we did discuss, and I think it's actually very interesting and should be brought to a clinical committee that's in the clinic, is the apps that exist, especially for adolescents and young adult groups, that are music-based, and actually there is definitely literature that helps that supports the utilization of these apps, improves their adherence to their medication. And we will review some of those apps to come up with some guidelines and some recommendations.
Yeah, let's work with the PEDS subcommittee around some ideas that they might have as well.
So this one in particular, we need to, push out, right? The managers and all the CCTs are aware of some of the expectations. Are there questions or additional comments? We don't need obviously logo. We could be engaged.
I think this Bruce, I think this sounds really, pretty good, and, appropriately focused, and, like as Steve said, he uses the resources of our care management staff to help us and assist in this, and these are the patients who really need that education, right, and asthma action plan, and other election groups, so great place to start.
Thank you, Greg. Yeah, Bruce, we have the recorder on.
Personally, an advocate of asthma action plans, clinically, I use them all the time, and it's just...
You just wanted to be controversial, big guy.
It's okay, because,
a hard time selling it to my providers when the evidence is not there to use it, especially on, intermittent asthmatics, and so having an unfocused population where they would be like, oh yeah, no, that'll make a difference. I mean, and the work is worth the time and effort, and certainly I think that's what I think this is very much.
Great.
Because I agree that for the kids, don't they have to have, even though school public school requires to have asthma action plans on file?
Maybe, in some of our populations, more importantly, they have the note saying that they can carry their albuterol with them, or some of the other school forms that are related to asthma. Those seem to be what the schools require more. But I always send kids with an asthma action plan as well too. But I'm not sure all of them require the other school forms.
I think CPS is requiring it, whether they look at it or not, I can't tell you. The nurse certainly looks to see if they have the prescription and ability to carry their meds, there's not a question. But CPS requires an asthma action plan.
Yeah, I just don't know whether I follow through on that.
And although I would, note that, and this sort of relates back to our risk adjustment initiative, and oversensitive I see a number of kids who, when they were 3 or 4, got sick and had wheezing and were given an albuterol inhaler and a spacer, and then, every couple of years, parents say, can I get a refill on that? We haven't used it, but I'm always worried. And you refill it so they have it at home. And if that, previously, like, okay, that kid now has asthma, because you labeled them as asthma, and you had to do an asthma action plan, even though the kid hadn't been within 100 miles of emergency room for 5 years. Whereas this is a much more focused initiative where you're taking action on the kids who most need and the adults who most need it. So this is a really good refinement of it. And so thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody, for your support.
And actually, Dr. Hoke asked a question from an OBGYN perspective. Is this a standardized form that would need to be created? And the Lung Association has them. We have them built into our EHR. So there's a number of standardized forms for this.
And they do come, I do believe, in English and Spanish.
We're going to send Caroline some examples.
Good. All right. Thank you very much. Can we go back up to the top of the agenda because since the agenda now looks different than what I was working with, I want to make sure that I know what we've got. All right, he is native today. Dave.
So this was another ad earlier this week, so I'll just plan on giving you guys a heads up. But we did have County Care reach out to us about setting up a HEDIS data exchange with the clinics across the ACL. But I just want to give a little bit of background. So last year in 2019, County Care actually did initiate the process of setting up a data exchange with their HEDIS vendor and all the ACO clinics. The only clinic that did end up completing this work was Lawndale. And we did receive word late in 2019 that the health plan was switching their HEDIS vendors in the next year, so in 2020 this year. And that caused us to say, okay, hold up, pause all other work with other clinics, because once the HEDIS vendor changes, work needs to be redone to connect to that new vendor, because not all HEDIS are the same. So we did pause that at the end of 2019, but Lawndale did get up and running. So now that County Care has onboarded their new HEDIS vendor, which happened around mid-year of 2020, but obviously due to COVID and their onboarding process, they didn't reach back out to us about this data exchange work until the beginning of this month in November. And I know Lawndale has actually already independently began working with County Care to get this data exchange with this new vendor up and running, and I think you guys are pretty far along in the process now. But we did want to bring this to clinical committee to really gauge if any other clinics have the resources right now or interest to start this work with the health plan. And a little more background just on some of the benefits to having a HEDIS data exchange. And you can also maybe ask Bruce for his comments, because they are definitely very sophisticated in having these data exchanges set up. But it's really eliminating the need for a lot of manual chart reviews. After the close of every HEDIS year, we do a lot of extensive chart chases with County Care. So that involves MHM kind of being the middle person to help the clinics get set up with a chart chaser from the vendor. And it not only costs the health plan a lot of money to do those chart chases, but it does take up some of the clinic staff time. And data exchange would also ensure some more timely and accurate data. So reporting on HEDIS, getting reports back, you'd have much more timely. You wouldn't have to wait for claims lag. And then it would also help in identifying possible billing issues that could leave members non-compliant. So having that exchange would improve that. And then it could also close gaps for services that have been provided, but might not have been billed for. And a couple of measures I can think of that would be BMI and blood pressure. But there's some other ones as well. And then one other piece that I did receive word from County Care on, and I did not reverse this, I did try to explain a bit about it. But NC2A has proposed a future of HEDIS report that's fully digital, digital measures, and that is, they're trying to bring that up over the next 2 or 3 years. From what I've found, and it's about 20 to 30 HEDIS measures that will be replaced with these digital measures. And their goal is really to, lower the cost of managing HEDIS performance and increasing the value of the quality measure. And every clinic in the ACO I know is kind of in a different place in regards to readiness for implementing the exchange like this. And last year, I do know that we came across some issues with work that needed to be done, specifically with the EMR vendors for clinics who previously had to set up with another health plan, or there was work that had to be done with the actual EMR vendor, and that does have a cost tied to it. So there was that issue that came up, and I'm not exactly sure which clinic it was. I think we're investigating, but because of that cost, I think there was some hesitation when we were doing this previously. So really, I'm just asking for any clinics who are interested in doing some of this work to reach out to me, and I can be the conduit that can connect you guys to the County Care team. And it's really going to be a workflow between the health plan and the clinic to work to get this up. And yeah, so that's all I have. I don't know, Bruce, if you've been involved in that work, if you have any comments about that process, or if anyone has any questions they'd like to ask.
We're very close. I think it is possible. I've already got a great team, and they've already, I think, made some successful data submissions, and they're just doing some tweaks and modifications on certain data elements, and hopefully we would be going pretty soon. So I'm not sure, if there's a way that we get help, but, thankfully, we can see that it's possible. So that's I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at.
Does someone else have a question?
Do we know if the specs are available that we can take a look at?
I would assume yes, since Lawndale learned certain that work. So if you're interested in getting specs, I don't know if we just spoke up, but I can definitely help get those to you.
Sorry, this is Sam from SFG.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We can work to get those to you. Just shoot me an email.
And if somebody's, running into roadblocks and think that, we can help, I can connect people to Roger Cortez or our administration team. They might be able to explain how they overcome hurdles in this process.
That would be great, Dr. Rowe. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Mike, Tina, and Ashley,
yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you.
So I'm just going to go ahead on the hospital update, just letting everyone know that we are now working with Stroger and also St. Mary's. So we're excited to do both. We also have, are in the process of putting together a process to get discharge summaries from Stroger on a regular basis, and then we can share with all of the medical homes on their admitted patients. We're still striking out and getting access to their EMR, but we're going to hopefully keep at that. I don't think Andrew is on, but Andrew McGlynn's been working hard at pushing that for us. So that's kind of the update with Stroger, and St. Mary's is really excited to be working with us, and I should say, they already work with Prime Care and Erie, so it's really working with us in the context of all of the other medical homes and having them, the centralized GOC staff, be able to interact with them. They also have care managers down in the ED, so that's certainly also an opportunity as well for us to connect with them when patients are in the ED. And then their chief medical officer is very much looking forward to starting the care conference process that we do have in place with several of the hospitals. With several of the other hospitals as well. We've been looking again with Rush, with Sinai, and so she's really thrilled about that. She said she's been doing them by herself. So those are the two hospitals that we've got up and running. We still struggle with Northwestern, and where we can't call in and talk to patients, it's so much better to have the formal relationship with the care management and discharge planning staff. We've met with them. They have said that they really like what we're doing. They want to be part of it. They're seeing this as being so creative. But getting them to commit is just going to take us a while longer. So hopefully next month we can bring that update that we've got them on board as well.
Thank you. Any questions, any other report from the committee?
Ashley and Mike are going to present. I think Ashley's in warm weather, so her computer's stuck.
Oh, likely. There you go, Ray.
It's only. Okay, so I'm actually just going to walk through quickly this medication adherence report from heart failure. So let me pull that up here. Oh, Katie's got it. Great. So on this tab, this is the class level tab. So this will list patients' medication adherence or heart failure medications broken up into classes. So if we just look at this, we'll see this patient, looking at row 7, we'll see that this patient belongs to a medical home, Dr. Jones, lucky for this patient, unlucky if they need any tests run, it keeps, expediting their process if you're looking in the hospital. I've heard that Angelo has some stories to tell about that.
All right. I'm looking to sue me because my malpractice insurance is gone and I'm not going to get it.
I used to be afraid of him.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so this will just give you the patient's demographics. Like you'll see, patient number 11111 is listed multiple times on here because they're on an ACE or ARB, a beta blocker, diuretic, statin. Here it'll give you the number of fills during this time period. We are using a 1-year time period, which will be rolling, and we'll get to that in the cadence of which we'll distribute. Unique field dates, you'll see that in here, that'll say, or number of fills, so one patient had, 7, like if you look at row 13, sorry, I'm skipping around here, one patient had 7 fills for diuretics, and they filled at 6 separate fill dates. But you can also see that they have 2 types of meds that they're filling as well. So, of course, one may have overlapped with that one. Fill that 6 different dates. It'll give you the list, the date of their first fill, and then the last time they filled this drug during the time period of Q. And then it'll have your percent of days covered based on that drug class in row R. This also gives you some background information on the number of ER visits a patient has had, the number of admissions, how many times they've seen their PCP in this year-long time period, the number of claims of heart failure as a diagnosis. This could come from admissions, ER visit, PCP, specialty, any source. And then it also breaks it down to if any of these visits had a primary diagnosis details tab. So if we look at our data, let's scroll over the last, all the way other left. Thank you. So here we'll see that same patient. I just put this patient on here. So 1111. If you look over, it looks like this patient's only they'll give you the actual name of the drug that they're on within that drug class. Same other columns. So fill date, the last time they filled the data, the percent of days covered, so or the possession ratio. Dr. Jones described it. It even gives you which pharmacy they filled it at, so you can see which ones they're going to. And then here again, just lists those things. So this is the medication adherence report for heart failure that we Cameron! Any questions on the sheet before we go back to the PowerPoint?
Why do you got two new missing Spanish? Oh, Spanish. Yes, it's getting on my nerves.
Okay.
Yeah. You got missing up 13, but no member.
We can go back to the PowerPoint and I'll turn it over.
But you still need to do
to Mike, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
so great. That's the right slide. Thank you. So just a little bit of information on the process of distributing and communicating this report with everybody. So NHM will send this heart failure report out quarterly. So each quarter will be a 1-year time period. So for instance, if we send it out in November now, that time period will be October 1st through 19 through September 30th of 20. We're behind a couple months. We're trying to tighten it up a little bit over time, but right now that's what we have. And then the next quarter will be 3 months ahead, February of 21, which will be January 1st of 20 through December 31st. So again, each quarter you'll have an annual or 12-month period to look at. So when the reports go out, we're sending them to the case manager leads. They will review these and separate the report out so that we for the whole organization. And then what they can do is separate it out by clinic, by PCP, and certainly they'll give those to the care managers that do those PCPs in those specific clinics. The medical home should decide how it's best to communicate their workflow from the care manager to the PCP. So, preferably I'd like to see the whole report for my patients. I think I have 5 to 10, somewhere around there. It's not a lot for each physician. It's a long list, but when you break it out by physician, it's doable. It's got great information in it too. When I review that, I just have to see what I'm looking at, and I think it's going to be very helpful. So again, how to get the report, the full report for that physician, patients to that physician, and how to deal with issues with certain patients not adhering to their medications, multiple ER visits, and so forth that the physician may not even know about. So, we put some examples here as far as inbox or email. My preference is inbox. I get inundated with emails. Sometimes I get lost. Just going through a day of 30, 40 emails or whatever. So I personally like the inbox, just that communication that, hey, Ms. Jones, I discussed with her, she's not taking her meds. And based on that, you can, the PCP would rely on the communication to tell the case manager, hey, let's set up telehealth or in-person or whatever the case may be. And go from there. The case manager will be documenting this in the portal. And then the last thing here, so the provider champions, I'm curious on, I'm assuming each organization has each provider champion has their way of communicating with their primary care physicians. And we're kind of curious on how you do that. So if you could get back to Ashley before December 4th on how your organization communicates in general with all the PCPs, whether that's through an email, a monthly report, a meeting, or how that's done, that would be great. email asking regarding that. That would be very helpful. And then the last thing, just a couple of caveats I had when I went through this report is that if one of my patients, it showed that she's adherent 100%, medications refilled. Well, that person I know is not compliant, but she does get her meds delivered every 3 months or every month. So in those cases, you know, it's the physician who really knows that patient, and it looks nice, but we actually know. So I think that communication between the case manager and the physician themselves will help, you know, bring these patients in that actually do need help, and we can tell that if they're not inadherent. But even if they look adherent, and we know they're not, that will help the case manager. So I think it's a two-way street here. Also, you'll see, like, I'm looking at a report now, it says hydralazines on there twice. Well, they were bumped from 50 to 100. So as the report goes on, that 50 milligrams will drop off because less was given in October of last year, so that will drop off in time. So you will see doubles. As Ashley said, as far as like diuretics, you have a patient on furosemide and urolactone, well, you're going to see those separated out in certain reports if you need that. Otherwise, if it's combined, that may be the reason, because it's two different diuretics. And then again, changing in dosing and so forth is the same idea. We're even changing from an ACE to an ARB. You'll see the ARB on there, and then the ACE will fall off over time if that was the first one, or it was changed. So, any feedback on this report as it comes out would be great. This new report, Ashley, the team and the IT team did a great job on this. So even if you have any feedback and questions and comments, ways we can improve it, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks.
Yeah, Michael, this is Art. The only thing I would add is that when we looked, part of why we're doing this, we looked at our 3D research, just heart failure is really high. And I remember the exact number, we were around 25% or something like that. So that's, yeah, 40%.
Well, depending on the month, yeah.
The other thing too, if I can add, so we did get feedback as well from we have several care management teams that are probably on this meeting today, but we are working on, there's 3 people I know sitting for Gary's one of them, and then 2 folks from MHN are putting together heart failure education for care managers. So that's also going to take place, and then we are we've done a lot of heart failure chart reviews, and so we're really kind of calling in our campaigns for heart failure, you know, to also look at really improving the care plans and care management interactions. So it's kind of like one part of what we're working on for heart failure. And so, you know, when we got, you know, based on, you know, the comment that Art just made as well, because of the readmission rates and other reasons in terms of patient care.
Any other comments? We're going to move on then. I think the next up is the COVID outbreak. And Art, are you covering this one?
Steve, it's Steve number 2. I'm going to cover this.
All right, Steve, you're Steve number 1. You're getting the paycheck from these folks. So.
Yeah, I've been quiet for a while, so you know, it's just reflecting about all the great programs and strategies that the ACO is doing, and thinking about how in this just incredible moment that we're in right now, that wasn't unexpected, but is probably sooner and more severe than we had hoped with regards to the pandemic. And I know that everyone in the
their own respective medical homes are dealing not only with, again, caring for patients with COVID-19, but also caring for your team members and staff members and both their physical and mental well-being. As you recall, in the spring and early summer, there was a lot of outreach that was done to higher risk patients around the pandemic and ensuring that they were aware of symptoms of COVID and just ensuring that they were healthy. What is hope now is that we, as an ACO, can provide them, all of the medical homes, some tools, two of which we've talked about already today, to reach out again to patients who are high risk and really aggressively try to address some of these significant gaps in preventative care and treatments, again, two of which we just talked about. So we could go to the next slide. So number one, flu vaccines. All of the provider champions, the care management leads, and the quality leads at all of our medical homes will be receiving files that show flu vaccine coverage for members. The files are great because they include data both from pharmacies and from medical claims. They're current through the end of October, so that's the only caveat that I'll add to it. But hopefully these are useful to you to really urgently reach out to patients regarding flu vaccine in this next month or so before we encounter cold and flu season and to begin dealing with the double diagnosis of flu and COVID. The files are down to the patient level, but they also provide summary coverage levels for the groups of patients by their type, by ACA, FHP, ICP, and special needs children. So you can look at those groups and if you want to target one of those groups or the other, that information is included there. As you can imagine, the flu coverage is underwhelming across the ACO in all of our medical homes because we all know how much we struggle with this. But hopefully this will help you. And of course, please think about this in a patient-centered way. It doesn't mean that someone has to schedule an appointment to come into the health center. It doesn't mean that someone has to jump through 20 hoops to get their flu vaccine. They can simply go to their pharmacy to receive it, and it's covered for them. So really this next month, hopefully this information will help you in that push. The second focus is, again, on something that I think we talked about in some of our subcommittees and is, there's been such deep reporting on this. The American Academy of Pediatrics is really highlighting the gap in the basic childhood immunizations has widened significantly because of the pandemic. So on the same spreadsheet that will have the flu vaccine data, there will be a listing of the childhood vaccines. And again, all the quality and care management leads and provider champions will receive this information. Of course, what's the most common vaccine gap for kids? It's the flu vaccine. So again, hopefully you can make some progress in the pediatrics patients with those. The last two types of outreach we talked about already. On the same spreadsheet that we're going to send out will be the data and the reporting on adherence with asthma controller medication. It will give you a number for the coverage of 75% of the days with controller medications for patients. Again, cold and flu season is at our door, and clearly not only is this an ongoing initiative, but special focus right now during the pandemic. The last piece we just reviewed and Mike just went over is the data on adherence with medications for heart failure. Again, plenty of evidence now that cardiovascular disease in general is a risk factor for more severe COVID disease, and heart failure obviously too. And so, as much as is possible in this next month or two, to really focus on adherence and prescribing of the medications to control heart failure. Of course, that's an opportune time for those patients to ensure that they have their flu vaccine and their pneumococcal vaccine. And so, clearly, pneumococcal vaccines are so important right now with the COVID pandemic. So anyway, I guess thinking of this as our COVID outreach bundle right now for this time of the year. We know that many of you are pivoting back to doing more telehealth. Much of this can be accomplished through outreach calls and if needed through televisits. So it is definitely achievable, and hopefully will help you to whatever is not possible in your day-to-day work with the pandemic. Any questions or comments? Thank you.
Thanks very much, Steve. All right. Our care management performance is not due for discussion until next month, but your data is in the packet. So I'm going to turn it over to Tina and our annual report.
So, Steve, we put this back on the agenda as a folder. If anybody has any questions for the report, which I'm sure everyone got. And so there wasn't anything specific that I was going to go over. It was just put out there from distribution last month. We looked at the patient satisfaction with care management data, and we said we do every 1 month to look it over. Bring it back if there was any questions. So,
any questions?
Now we on top once again, yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end.
Show of hands, how many people read it? Steve is such an overachiever. He read it 5 times.
I told Tina it was incredible.
Thank you.
And last I tried to change my life.
So I don't want to keep taking on her today, but I'm positive you read it last Friday night.
Yeah, would you like me to recite it?
Did you catch the 3 typos, though? That's the question. There were 3 typos buried in there. All right. Is there any new business, any announcements? Are there any announcements that people would like to make?
Now we on top once again.
Otherwise, our next meeting is once again, I believe, a week early because of the holidays, is it not?
Yeah, it is December 16th. So you should have that updated in your calendar. And feel free to reach out to me if you have any issues attending, or simply just RSVP to that calendar invite, and I'll know that you are unable to make it.
And as you know, traditionally we do that December meeting virtually because of the proximity to the holidays. So this year we decided to do it in person. No, it will be virtual, as all of them have been since March. And unless there's some new business, we're going to give you 33 extra minutes to your day. How
head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
The front door So like when it was done, it was a botched job. Like you could still use it, but kind of use it at your own risk, basically. Yeah. So that's what the inspector said. So then when the contractor came, he's like, shit, oh yeah, I can tell where it is the doors and stuff so you can't go in the garage part, you know. And it's cracked, the foundation's all cracked. They're like, the reason why the foundation is cracked because the way they put it up. And so the doors don't close all the way. So it's still always wet in there. So, you know, whatever it is, still is under there. Okay. So that's so then I go to the bathroom upstairs. And this was the next so I always do my yoga at the tap. So then like this is my bathroom, like the extra room.
Let go. But I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Looking inside my head through a telescope.
Keep the dry water, keep the